Okay. So let's start with the prayers. Can you repeat after me? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanatimirandasya
Om Jnanatimirandasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Jnananjana
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Shalakaya
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam
Sthapitam Yena Bhutale
Sthapitam Yena Bhutale
Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam
Swayam Rupa Kadamyam
Dadati Swapadantikam
Dadati Swapadikam
Namo Om Vishnupadaya
Namo Vishnupadaya
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Srimati Bhaktivedanta
Swaminiti Namine
Swami Namaste
Namaste Saraswate Deve
Namaste Saraswate Deve
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Paschatya Deshatarine
Paschatya Sarine
Namo Mahabadanyaya
Namo Mahavadanyaya
Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Namne Gauratushe Namaha
Namne Gauravatushe Namaha
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu
Dina Bandhu Jagatpate
Dinabandhu Jagatpate
Gopesha Gopika Kanta
Gopesha Gopika Kanta
Radha Kanta Namostute
Radha Kanta Namaste
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi
Bhaktakanchana Gaurangi
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Radhe Vrindaveshwari
Vrishabhanu Sute Devi
Vishvanusude Devi
Pranamami Haripriye
Pranamami Haripriye
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Kripa Sindhubhya Eva cha
Kripa Sindhubhyascha
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Srivasadi Gauravaktavrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Mukam Karoti Vacham Pangum Nangayate Yat Kripalahum Vande Shri Gurum Dinataram Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Om Okay. Thank you for taking your time. Being January, so December 31st, it's a tough day to be here, but thank you for making the time and giving the respect to Bhagavad Gita. So, so far, no, all the sessions are just information. Whatever we heard so far is information. For example, we say karma. So what is how karma affects us and things like that has become information. Similarly, if you see the body and soul and prakriti, material nature, everything is becoming information. Now, from level 2 series, this level 2 series will become focusing on transformation. How we can practically apply in our life, how we can day to day, we can remember. Okay. So I don't know how many of you attended my first session here. So I made a quotation of verse that Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Yatati Siddhi. That is, out of thousands and thousands of men, very few will have an interest to understand Bhagavad Gita. And that day I told all of you are very fortunate. Now I made another statement. I'll tell you how many of you will remain fortunate. All of you are fortunate. How many of you will remain fortunate? Like that, I posed a question. I don't think so. Most of you would have understood the context. Now you can turn back and see how much crowd is there, then you will understand how much fortunate you are today. Okay. Yes. So anyway, so Jan 30, so December 31st, people will come, but I was there in the standing there. If you all remember, I was sitting inside and the hall was full packed. Nowadays, I'm not seeing the full pack. Okay. So that's how it is. Whatever Krishna says has to work. So out of 1,000 people, few people will endeavor. Out of few people of those people endeavor, very few will remain fortunate. Now, this fortunately remained. Further to continue also, you have to continue. So now we are going to level 2. There is going to be level 3, where we will be taking from Srimad Bhagavatam. That is also the discussion is going on, and the speakers are like, I am the, what do you call, the least uh, quality speaker. So there are very good quality speakers will be coming and giving one shloka of Bhagavatam they'll take and then they explain very deeply how to apply practically in our life. So that's the reason you should have Bhagavatam set with you. If you don't have, at least no, you can buy first canto. So we'll be covering first canto in the level 3. Okay. And then the spiritual mentors also will be allotted in the level 3. So that no, you can pose your day-to-day questions, how we can offer yoga, how we can chant effectively, all those things, no, they'll be able to guide you. So these things will be happening in level 3. So we can be kids forever, but kids, if it stays in there without crawling, if it stays in there no for 2 years, it's not a good progress. It has to crawl, it has to walk and things like that. Similarly, we should move up level 2, level 3 like that. Okay. Okay. Let us do a small recap, 5 minutes, then we'll start with today's session. 4 needs we have studied. What are the 4 needs? Physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual. Good. 2 types of body we have. Gross body and subtle body. Gross body has earth, water, fire, air, ether. Subtle body has mind, intelligence, false ego. Okay. Good karma and bad karma, which is good? Akarma. Good. So based on our opinion, Shastra. How to get rid of all the bad karmas? Devotional service, primarily chanting. We have 4 authorized paramparas. Kumara Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra, one more. Our Sampradaya. Brahma Sampradaya. Okay. Acronym for mind. M. Magnification pronoun. I. Infinite thoughts. Never in present. D. Distraction. Yes. Stress and anxiety. Good. What are the 3 modes? Goodness, passion and ignorance. Which is a good mode? None. Because every mode binds us back to psychology. How to get rid of these 3 modes? Chanting. By surrendering and devotional service to the Lord. Okay. We have covered so far. How to acquire knowledge? What are the 3 ways to acquire knowledge? Okay. Guesswork. One more. Shastra. One more. Seeing is believing. Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, Shabda Praman. Which is the highest way of getting knowledge? Proper way? Shabda Praman. Which is from Shastra. Okay. Okay. This is from the last sessions. God can be perceived in how many ways? 3 levels of understanding God. What are the 3 I have told answer. Okay, what are the ways? Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Okay. Pretty technical last session, so it's okay, no problem. So is the God is a person or energy? Both. But which is the highest understanding? Person. So Bhagavan is the highest understanding. Okay. Because of power cut, I don't think so whether you can answer this. Tell me whether what is the qualification of Bhagavan? How many opulence he should have? 6 opulence. What are those? Knowledge, rich, okay, renunciation, beauty, powerful, strength. One more is missing. Fame. Okay. Yeah, rich, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, renunciation. Okay. Today's session is very, very, very technical, very deep. But why I kept this, even though crowd is less, actually what I thought is the ritual session we thought of taking today. Then I had a discussion with my mentor yesterday. So what he decided, like tomorrow, since tomorrow is a new year, we should know our time cycle, which year we belong to. So the time cycle we'll take today, and I'll take the rituals. So initially, what we thought is your level 2 will end by February 4th, and then level 3 will start on February 4th, like that we thought. now it will extend for 1 more week. So then I decided, okay, let me take this session so that it will be relevant for our new year. Then we'll take the rituals. If I get time slot, I'll add in that some of the time. Or I can put one on rituals in one of the sessions and it can be covered. So that's the reason I changed today's topic. Okay, but it's very, you'll be relishing it very much. Okay, how much deep our shastras you will understand today. Okay, 1 second. Okay, yeah. So, okay, yeah. So let's start about the time. So we will see now how time is affecting us, how differently it is varying us. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita talks about 5 topics: Ishvara, Kala, Jiva, Prakriti, and Karma. Okay. Now you all attended most of the sessions. You should tell me what is the title of the session. Jiva, where we discussed. Which session we discussed about Jiva? About the soul. Which session we discussed? Second session, body and the soul, we discussed. Karma, karma session was there. Prakriti, 3 modes of material nature. Ishvara, we just saw the previous session where no Bhagavan, say Brahman, Bhagavan, say Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. So today's session we will talk about Kala. So that's the 5th aspect. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyone can tell what is a common phrase people give for time? When you say time, what is this one word what people give about time? Precious, very nice answer. Somebody said something. I have no time. Yeah, I don't have time. Okay. Any other? Okay. So this is what I also compared. So first thing is we use lot of time snoozing the alarm. Okay. And second thing is our WhatsApp and Facebook become the 5th Veda. Okay. Yes. And yeah. Then other things are I have very little time to finish the task. I don't have time. Maybe it's not good time. And you see, it's okay. At least grihasthas I can understand. They have kids, office, 2 kids will be there, their homework. Then we have to train them for different activities and things like that. Even youth who don't have family, they says there is no time. I'm wondering where is the where are they wasting the time? Okay. Now there are different perception of time. Okay, one is 2 aspects are there. One is it is eternal, always there. Okay, then the relative or temporary aspect, that is like what it can do to us, how it is controlling us. Okay, the another one is no eternal full aspect, that how always it is there. Okay, now we'll chant this shloka. Before to that, I'll give a brief introduction. Okay. So in the 10th chapter, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. From me everything emanates. There is nothing no greater than me. Everything, every spiritual world, any material world you take, everything comes from me. That's what Krishna says. Now Arjuna had a doubt. If everything comes from you, tell me your opulences. Okay? Then Krishna started to describe his opulences. Then like 10th chapter, no, I think 18th shloka to 41st shloka, only Krishna's opulence is there from the 10th chapter. Now, towards the end of the shloka, 42nd shloka, Krishna says, what is the use of telling all these things? If I keep on telling, there is no end to it. Okay? One spark of my splendor. Means, like you see anything wonderful, like you see Everest, you see huge river, you see great things. Everything is just my fragmental spark. By just my fragmental energy, I'm maintaining everything. I need not have to go to personally go there and maintain it. For example, you construct a huge building. So you need to be personally present there to manage everything. How the maintenance is taken care, how the no everything is done. Krishna says, my small spark of energy will maintain everything. I need not have to be presently there. So that is the amount of potency Krishna says. And it is mentioned, Ananta Shesha. on which Lord sits. The Ananta Shesha has thousands of hoods. He has thousands of hoods. Each mouth, he is glorifying the Lord's holy names. Okay? Even today, it is still continuing, it seems. It cannot end. That's the glory of the Lord's holy names. Okay? So that is the power of the Lord. You can't, it's infinite, you can't have time to finish. Okay? Then, after understanding, hearing all the appearances, Arjuna had a wish. Okay, now I heard your appearances. I want to see your appearance. How you maintain this universe? I want to see your appearance. Okay, how the like for example, if you see rain is coming, wind is blowing, air is there, earth is there, fire, water, everything is there. Now, without Krishna's maintaining, it's not possible for us. Even Krishna is maintaining us in the personal level. For example, if you see if you put the food, it is digesting in your stomach. Do you do anything specially that you should move to here, then you should move to the small intestine, then big intestine, anything you are doing? So that maintenance also Krishna does. Okay, even it says in 15th chapter, Prana Pana Samayukta. I am the one digestion fire in the all the living entities. So even for your digestion, you need help of Krishna. Okay, so much Krishna is doing, and Arjuna wanted to see that form, like in what form you are maintaining all these things. Okay, then Krishna showed his universal form. In that universal form, all Devi Devatas were present, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Kartikeya, Ganpati, everyone was present in the universal form. It has thousands of faces, thousands of mouths, thousands of hands, and there is no beginning or there is no end. Nobody was able to do anything. Okay, just seeing this form, Arjuna got terrified. Okay, and in that form, what was happening? The Kauravas were entering his mouth, and then they were crushed like a sugarcane juice. You see sugarcane juice, no? You put it inside, they will be crushed, and the nice juice will come out. Like that, the Kauravas are entering the teeth, they are crushed, and the juice is the blood which is coming out. Okay, and Krishna is telling Arjuna, already they are dead. You just to become my instrument, just fight. Okay, so that's what Krishna said to Arjuna. So just like terrified with the form, then Arjuna asked this question: who are you? I don't know who are you. Like that he asked. Okay. Then Krishna answered this that I am the time. Okay, time I am, like that. Okay, let's recite this very wonderful verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kalosmi Lokakshayat Pravatto Loka Samahartumiha Pravartah ऋतेऽपि त्वां न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे योऽवस्थिताः प्रत्यनीकेषु योधः. Any Prabhuji can read translation?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time, I am, the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all the people. With the exception of you, the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain.
Okay. So Krishna says, I am the time. I am the one who controls the time, or I am the time. Okay. Now we will see a big, huge calculation of time. Okay. Before to that, we'll see what time does. Okay. So we have studied different elements: earth, water, fire, air, intelligence. We see. Then we see the karma and modes of material nature. So many things we see in our previous session. But how time controls us, we don't know. For example, you want to cook nice kheer. Okay. So for that, what you need to put? Rice, milk, and then put it together with sugar in the stove. Will it be ready immediately? What is required? Some time is required. So subtly it is there. You're getting it. Without time heating, you can't get it. There's no way instantly you can get it. If you do it instantly, they will burn out. Okay, right? So with time is subtly required. With time, they'll get heated up and they get nicely mixed, and then you get a nice dish. Similarly, every aspect needs a time. Okay, so it is eternally there. Okay, so the time factor does two things. It controls and moves everything, and with the time moves everyone towards destruction. Okay, we will see that towards the end of the session. You will get it very clearly. Now, another important point is the next slide talks about full cycle of our No, Yuga means our Sanatana Dharma, whatever we follow, no? The full cycle. You will be amazed to see how deep our Shastra is, how, no, how, like, how huge or what you can say, how you can't imagine that much level it is there. Okay, so get ready with a calculator. If you have a calculator, I'll explain. Okay, so use your brain. Okay, one Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. 4,32,000 years. That is Kali Yuga. We just passed 5,000 years. Okay. Congratulations. 4,27,000 years are pending. Okay. I have no problem. Okay. Ones who are chanting, no issues. No need to worry. If you are not chanting, then you have to worry a lot. Okay. And I mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, as the Kali Yuga is going to progress now, it's going to degrade worse than this. Okay, no rain, no sugar, no milk. Okay, don't worry, we have time. Okay, yes. Okay. So that is one Kali Yuga, 4,30,000 years. We'll consider this as a X. Okay, Dwapara Yuga is twice of that. It is 2x. Okay, then Treta Yuga is 3x. 1x, 2x, 3x. Then Satya Yuga, 4x. Okay, so Kali Yuga 1x, Dwapara Yuga 2x, Treta Yuga 3x, Satya Yuga 4x. Can you add all of them? What is the number? 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus 4. 10x. Clear? Okay. So this is one Divya Yuga we say. Okay, one Divya Yuga is 10x. X is what? 4,32,000 years. So it becomes 43,20,000 years. Okay. Now that is something called Manvantara. Okay. Manvantara is the one. Okay. I'll go higher scale and then come to lower scale. Okay. So there is something called Day of Brahma. 1 day of Brahma. Okay. So the 1 day of Brahma considers 1,000 such Divya Yugas. Okay. One Divya Yuga is what? Satya Yuga, Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga. Together it forms 10x. That is 43 lakh years. Like that, he has 1,000 such cycles. That is 1 day of Brahma. Okay. Can you multiply and tell me what is the number? Okay. Okay. So 1,000 into like 1,000 Divya Yugas. Pretty simple. 1,000 Divya Yugas, yes. Okay. This 1,000 Divya Yugas can be subcategorized into 14 Manvantaras. Okay, each day has 14 Manvantaras. Day is there, Divya Yuga is there. In between, we have the second column talks about the Manvantara. Okay, so there are 14 Manvantaras, and each Manvantara has 71 Divya Yugas. Okay, 71 into 10x. That is the number. So that if you see, like if you multiply 14 into 71 becomes like 910. Then we have something called Sandhya, which is again 4x. So together it will form 1,000 such Divya Yugas forms the day of Brahma. Okay, clear? 1 day of Brahma is clear. 1 day of Brahma is 1,000 such Divya Yugas, cycles of Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. Okay. Now Brahma has a night also. Brahma has a day and Brahma has a night. The night is also same, 1,000 Divya Yugas. Okay, that comprises complete 1 day and 1 night is done. 1 day is done, 1 night is done. Okay. Now Brahma lives for 100 years. Okay, 100 years into 360 into 1,000. Can you all put in calculator how much is coming? Really, really huge. Correct? Yes. Now, if you see 1 day of Brahma itself, it is 43 crore years. Okay. Then if you multiply 100 into 360 into 43 crore and to 2, day of Brahma is 43, then night of Brahma is 43. So into 2 we should do. It is coming 311 trillion years and 40 billion years. 311.04 trillion years. Can you imagine how much deep our Shastra is? Can you understand why we call this as a level 2? First session, if I take, all of you would have said, thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Correct? Yes? So this is the deepness. Since you are all chanting, you're able to understand this easily. First session, if you would have put, Tata, bye bye only. Okay? Yes. So this is the life of Brahma, 311 trillion years. Now, interesting fact is how our Shastra is very, very, very accurate. You should be very this one. Currently, we are in 7th Manvantara. There are 14 Manvantaras, right? In a day of Brahma, we are in 7th Manvantara. His name is Vaivastha Manu. Okay? And we are in 28th Divya Yuga. Each Manvantara, there are 71 Divya Yuga. We are in 28th Divya Yuga. Okay? And our Brahma's day, no? Brahma has 100 years, no? We are in 50 years, Brahma has passed. Okay? 51st year, first day we are in Brahma's day. We are in first day of Brahma. Okay? And he has passed only some 5 hours, 28 minutes and 49 seconds. We are in that second of Brahma. Okay, so that is the our Shastra says. Can you imagine how our Shastra is validating everything for so many? Look at our scientists. Our other religions, you see, max they can take back to another 2000 years back, correct? Look at our Shastra, just very precisely where we are, which cycle we are in, and where we are. Okay, now what does it tell us? Okay, so so many people are proud of what they achieve. Even a small thing we achieve, no, we become very proud. One crown will come out, or one small horn will come out of the head. Okay, but look at Brahma's life. Where are we? How many years we live? 50, 60. Where is 311 trillion? Where are we? Very, 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 very insignificant. Very, 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 very small. But even in that, we have a big horn. Okay, that shows that no, this one. Okay, so if you see, but our Shastra says even Brahma's life is a flash. You see, no, in a movies, no, sudden some slideshow, fast slideshow will happen, no. Even Brahma's life is that slideshow, it seems. 311 trillion years is just a slideshow. Okay, yeah. Another interesting fact. Get ready. Today is very technical. Okay, I was telling in the last session, somebody asked me a question whether you said Krishna is avatar of Vishnu or things like that. So I was telling 3 Vishnus are there, right? Now I'll explain this chapter. Now this is the Mahavishnu, the light which is coming in the place, right? That is the Brahma Jyoti. So there onwards spiritual planets are there. Okay, from the spiritual planets you get the light, that is the Brahma Jyoti. From after this, these are the material planets. In the material planets, Mahavishnu lies. From his bone, he breathes. One egg will come out. That egg is one of the universe. Small, small bubbles you are seeing now, that is one of the universe. Inside that universe, Vishnu again enters. From his navel, Brahma comes out. Okay? Like that, we have innumerable, like I have depicted 2030 only, but it is innumerable universes are there. Okay? Another fun fact, our universe is the smallest in the creation. Okay, that's the reason Brahma has 4 heads. Other universes are bigger, so accordingly the Brahma's heads will be more. Sometimes some places Brahma has 1000 heads, and even Lord Shiva has, according to the size of the universe, he also has a head. Okay, so multiple head Brahma, multiple Shivas, no Lord Shiva is there. So that is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we have reference. Okay, so multiple universe and multiple things. Okay, now another important now understanding you should have. So there is something called different time zone. Okay, so what happened? I was mentioning, no, the Brahma stole the cows and gods and friends of the Krishna, and he went to Brahmaloka. Okay, the his traversal in Brahmaloka is just one moment. See, Brahma can travel very fast. He went there and then he came back. Within 1 second only he came back. By the time he came back, it is 1 year past in the this earthly planet. So these, what happened? Just one day prior to Brahma stealing the cows and friends, Krishna killed a demon called Aghasura, the snake python. Okay, so Krishna's friends, everyone was playing that day only. So that day, no, Brahma stole it. Okay, since he stole them and he came back after 1 year, in this calculation is just one moment. He came back after 1 year. This Krishna's friends are explaining to their mothers after 1 year of that incident. For them also it felt like one moment only, but in earthly time it is 1 year. Okay. So another incident, there was a great king named Kaupani something is there. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is there in the 9th canto 3rd chapter. He had a daughter named Revati. So he went to Brahmaloka to find a suitable match for her daughter. Okay. And when he entered Brahmaloka, the gods didn't allow him immediately because Brahma is busy in some worship. So he will come back and see you. So then he came after some time, and then the Rishi met him, and then Brahma laughed him. By the time you came here, so many yugas have passed in earth, so no one is there qualified to marry your daughter now. By the time you reach there, you will be there in Dwapara Yuga. Lord Balram will be suitable match for your daughter. You get it. Okay, you're able to understand the time difference. Moment you go there, you lost so much yugas. Okay, yeah. Now another important thing. Okay, so there is one rishi called Lomasha Rishi. Okay, so he had a benediction that one hair if it falls, one day of Brahma, one hair will fall. One day of Brahma, one hair will fall. If all his hairs fall down, then he will die. That much long he can live. One hair, one day of Brahma. Okay, so that much long he can live. Now he was in meditation and doing bhajan and devotional service. So his disciples approached him. Oh Guru Maharaj, oh Gurudev, we want to build a hut for you. How can we serve you? Please tell us whether we can serve you better like that. You know what he said? He is living for so much long time. He said, oh, don't waste time. Time is very, very, very less. Can you imagine? That person who can live for so much long, he is telling it, time is very, very less. Don't waste time. You better chant. Okay? We all say, oh, we have a lot of time. Correct? Okay? This is what spiritually mature person does. Okay? Now, what about our existence? Brahma's life is 311 trillion years. Max life is 100 years. Okay? Even in this 100 years, people say, I curse you. Okay, no, that enmity will be there. No, I curse you that no, you will not grow. I know that enmity will carry you. Like I will defeat you. All the nonsense. Many of you flown in aeroplane, right? Okay. When you fly up, what do you see in the down? Small, 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 small. If you go up and up, what do you see? Very small, tiny dots. Can you find where is our Panathur? Where is my apartment? Okay. So what it signifies? We go up and also, everything becomes very small. So there is a video, like since I am working in ISRO, from moon the earth was captured. It's like a tiny blue dot. That's all, tiny blue dot. Even in the tiny blue dot, we are all fight for each other. I'll show who I am. Okay. So this is how it is. And every achievement we become so proud. But if we read Shastra, no, we become mature. We understand more you go higher, more like law of gravity will pull you down. But if you become mature, we'll become more and more humble. So we take a lower position. When we take a lower position, more we push down ourselves, then we can jump up. Okay? So more we become humble, we can go higher easily. But the more you go higher, you're likely to fall down. Okay? That's how it is working. Okay? Yeah. With time, it deteriorates everything. Nice apple has become a dustbin. Okay, that's what even we can see. Every 1 minute, your cell is aging. Okay, you are not able to notice. Every second it passes, your cell is aging. Wrinkles have started to come, but you will not be able to notice. And you can cover with anti-aging creams and everything. Okay, but wrinkles are there. This one is there. Okay, so with time, everything destroys. Okay. Similarly, the transformation also happens and degradation also happens in every yuga. The Satya Yuga is considered to be the golden age. Okay. There used to be a joke. So how people donate in different yugas. Okay. During Satya Yuga, people whatever they have, they give it for temples, donation, charity, and things like that. Everything, little only. They are sure that Lord will protect me. Next day I'll get it like that. Okay. In Treta Yuga, degradation happened. They drawn a line. Okay. They throw the money. Whatever comes in that line, it belongs to you, Lord. Whatever comes this line, it belongs to me. Okay. I'll take it. That's how Treta Yuga degraded. Then in the Dwapara Yuga, the line has become a circle. Okay. They throw all the money. Whatever falls inside the circle belongs to you, and whatever is outside the circle, whatever left out, I will take it from you. Okay. Kali Yuga is very wonderful. Okay. They throw all the money. Oh Lord, whatever you want, you catch it. Whatever you throw left to me, I'll take it for me. How nice that you guys become, you see? Similarly, there are many properties are there for each yuga. For example, there are 4 legs of Dharma. Dharma has a 4 legs. Can you all tell me what are the legs? Any idea? No, they are not the legs. They are the activities. Okay, so truthfulness, mercy, cleanliness, and austerity. Okay, truthfulness, mercy, cleanliness, and austerity. Okay, that's the reason in ISKCON we follow 4 regulative principles. So the truthfulness will be lost when we gamble. When we involved in gambling, we lose the truthfulness. That's why no gambling. Okay, the mercy or the daya for the other living creature will be lost when we do meat eating. Okay, that's why no meat eating. Third, cleanliness. The cleanliness of mind, body, everything is good. Not only external cleanliness, internal cleanliness. That's why no illicit sex. Okay. The fourth one is austerity. So the austerity involves no intoxication. If you do intoxication, you lose the austerity. Okay, that's the reason. No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. Okay. So one time in one of the boss, some devotees take and he said, "What are the 4 principles you need to follow like that?" Turn on the light is glowing.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, thank you. So, so no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication. See, in one of the oath he forgot. I think he didn't sleep properly. So we were asked him. We asked him what are the 4 principles: illicit sex, meat eating, and intoxication. It should be no. Okay, he forgot that no. So he said everything. Okay. Yeah. So in Satyuga, all these 4 principles were followed very nicely. The truthfulness, mercy, cleanliness, austerity, they were followed very nicely. In Treta Yuga, the austerity is being lost. People lost the austerity. In Dwapara Yuga, cleanliness is lost. In the Kali Yuga, the mercy is lost. That's the reason every 1 kilometer, not 1 kilometer, every 100 meters we have a meat shop, butcher house, slaughterhouse. Okay. Similarly, the life duration of the people also reduced from different ages. For example, in Satyuga, people live for 1 lakh years. Can you imagine 1 lakh years? Then Treta Yuga, 10 is cut, 10,000 years. Dwapara Yuga, 10 is cut, 1,000 years. Then Kali Yuga, maximum 100 years. Okay. Now, if your kid asks, or your grandchildren come and ask, we are not able to live more than 60, 70 years. How the people lived for 1 lakh years? Tell me. If they tell, what will you tell? Please think, no? You all had food, no? Morning? Okay. They used to control the breath. Yes, good point. I'll explain more on that. Anything else? Pollution, yes. Yes. We are so degraded now. Any other reason?
Junk food.
Junk food, okay. Yes, junk food, yes. Food has only pesticides now. No real nutrients are there. Yes, any other reason? Lifestyle, yeah, true. There is no stress, anxiety. There is no need to log in at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or no midnight calls. Yeah, any other? Basically, no, the bodies were huge. Okay, so if you see the Satyuga people, like now, or Treta Yuga, I can say, they were having a height of 20 to 30 or 40 feet height. When such a height is there, how much big their lungs will be. Okay, so moment you come with an expiry date, so the number of breaths you take is fixed. Okay, now if you have such a huge body and huge lungs, your breath will be longer. One breath will take longer time. Now you're taking every second one breath, let's say. But those people with a higher lungs, they will take once in 10 or 100 seconds only they need it. Correct? Similarly, now one is that the bodily strength and bodily capacity is degraded so far. Simple example I gave in the last session itself. One actor wanted to wear the original suit of Shivaji Maharaj. Okay? The Shivaji Maharaj suit or the kavasha, he couldn't even lift it. So during that time, they wore that and went for war. Okay, but he couldn't even lift. So that's how our body is degraded. So the body is degraded within 200 years of this much only. So how much body would be more powerful and strength in the Satyuga? With that only they live for long years. Okay, if you tell that I believe in, no, I heard, you should believe like that. Your kids will say get out. Okay, you should tell logically. Okay, yes. Similarly, there is a degradation in the day also. If you see, morning is the mode of goodness, okay, and between 4 to 6 is called Shuddha Shattva. So we have seen goodness, passion, ignorance, okay. So beyond the goodness, passion, ignorance, that is called transcendental goodness, that's called Shuddha Shattva. So the morning 4 to 6 is the ideal time for any spiritual activities because it multiplies like anything, okay. That's the reason we follow Mangala Arati called at 4:30 a.m. Not midnight 4:30, early morning 4:30 a.m. Okay, so we have Mangala Arati. Okay, then the devotees start chanting from 5 to 7. They finish their 16 notes. Then they go to work. This is how they do it. Okay, or the grihasthas, we are expected, like as we are household people, we are late night calls. So we are expected to wake up by 5:30, 5:40, and then do our chanting. All the brahmacharis 4:30 is no exception. 4:30. Okay, for 4:30 you have to get ready for Mangalarti, means you have to wake up at 4. Then only you will get this one. Some places only one restroom will be there. So you have to wake up at 3:30 only. Then only you can come by 4:30. Okay, that is how it is. So if you see early morning, if you feel like a mode of goodness, you will feel very nice. It is good for spiritual practice. As the day progresses, targets, meetings, achieving results, everything will come. That passion will come. In the night, ignorance will come. That's the reason nowadays bar is open from 24/7. Those days means previous days, bar will open only in the evenings. Similarly, the movie theaters also opens in the evening only. They don't put it in the morning and evening. This one. So nowadays, Kali Yuga degraded. Okay. So this is how throughout the day also there is a degradation. Similarly, even within the body also there is a degradation. So the body is subject to 6 kind of transformations. So it takes the birth and then it remains for some time and grows and produces some effects and gradually dwindles, finally vanishes. Okay. Yes. Now, if you see, yeah, you see here, this is our cycles. Okay. So common statement we make in the classes. For a 4-year-old boy, success according to people will vary. Okay. For a 4-year-old boy, the success is if he doesn't urine in the bed is a success for him. Okay. Yes. And then the 7-year-old boy or 2-year-old boy, if he can walk without the help of others, that is success. For a 4-year-old boy, without passing the motion and urine in the bed, is a success. For a 7-year-old boy, if he goes out of the house, if he comes back to the house without lost somewhere, that is a great success. Okay. Then 10-year-old boy, if he studies, success. For a 15, 16 or 17 years, if he gets a girlfriend, it's a great success. Okay. For a 21, 22, 25, if he gets a job, it's a great success. For 30 people, if he gets married within 30, it's a great success. Okay. For a 35-year-old, the success would be if you have a car or bought a house, the great success. Then 40, 50, and all, like if you achieve some targets, milestones in terms of financially or family wise, is a great success. After 60, 70, again the success is like if you can go and come to home, great success. Okay. Then 65 to 70, if you don't pass urine in the bed, it's a great success. Okay. And 75 to 80, if you can get up and walk from the bed, it's a great success. The success remains the same at the start and the end. Okay. So all of us, whenever we take birth, along with our birth date, happy birthday to you also, there is a happy expiry date also is there. Okay. That is printed on us. Okay. No one can escape that. Okay. But that's how the illusory energy of Maya tricks us very nicely. We feel that we are happy here, there is no problem here, we are completely all right, there is no problem like that. But people don't understand that there is a time bomb ticking above us. Okay, it will burst. We don't know that. That's a problem. If you know that, at least I can tell you, you come after 1 year before to your expiry date. We will teach you all the things like that. We can tell you, but we don't know the expiry date. Okay, so this is what time does. Turns everything into nothing. Okay, so a wonderful analogy is given that if you see the bubbles in the ocean, have you seen the bubbles in the ocean? How long they will stay? Just matter of seconds. We don't know when it will burst. Some bubbles stay longer, some bubbles burst immediately. Our life is also like that, a bubble in the water only. When it bursts, we really don't know. Okay? So we should be serious and urgent. Okay? For example, today tomorrow you have an important presentation. What will you do? Will you go for shopping, movies, everything? What will you do? You will focus on everything with full attention, right? Similar is the urgency required here. Okay. Now I'll ask a simple question. All of you are working, all of you have kids. Okay. If you see the volunteers who are calling you, and including me, all the different senior devotees, they also have kids, they also have an office. Some of the volunteers who are a CEO in a company, vice president in a company, chartered accountant in a company, and they have 2 kids, and some of them has 3 kids also. Smaller kids also is there. They are able to chant 16 rounds every day. How is it possible? They are getting 27 hours in a day. How is it possible? Priority. Yes. Because they know the urgency of the spiritual life. Anytime it can burst. Priority. Since I want you also have to have priority, understanding this urgency. Otherwise, at the deathbed, you will all think, oh, this white and white fellow or bald fellow used to come for the classes. They were telling us to chant. We should listen to them like that, you will think. So don't regret later. Now itself implement. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now we have seen how much everything degrades with the time. Okay, so far everything was pessimistic. Now it's slightly optimistic. Okay, so many people know when they come to ISKCON classes, you guys tell always we're going to die. Very, very, very pessimistic class like that they tell. Okay, but for all of them, I'll tell this answer only. That whatever we no, speaking is a fact of life. Everyone who's going to take birth is going to die. No one can be spared from the death. Okay, so the human life is meant for this spiritual inquiry. For example, if you see animals and human, what they do, animals also eat, sleep, mate means they produce children and then defend. These 4 things only they do it. What are we doing? We are also doing sleeping, eating. We go to why we go to office to get more money. For that what? More eat or more sleep. Okay, in a comfortable 3 BHK villa or 3 BHK villa or 3 BHK apartment, 2 BHK apartment, in a comfortable place we want to be there. So that's the reason we are doing. So we are also doing like a same like animal doing. Then what are we? Yes, the human life is given for a purpose of achieving higher purpose. That is, going back to spiritual world. So that's the reason we want to put the fact of life pretty simple. So we, whomsoever take birth will die, has to take care of the spiritual needs. If they're not taken care, we will be miserable at the end of life, and we'll be having miserable time even after life. Okay. Okay. So now, so having spoken pessimistic, I want to do what is optimistic in this session. So yeah, so there are certain things which grows with the time. So if you see everything, time destroys everything. Whatever you have will be destroyed. Nothing will remain with you. Okay, whatever 3 BHK villa, 4 BHK villa, 100 properties, 200 properties, you cannot take back. You need only 6 by 6 area of land only. Okay, so that is the amount of this one only we get. So, but there is something which grows with time. There is something stays with us forever. What is that? The spiritual activities which you do. Okay. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, let us recite this verse, very wonderful verse. Neha Vikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate
Pratyavayo na vidyate
Salpamapi yasya dharmasya
स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य
Rayate Mahato Bhayat.
ध्यायते महतो भयात्.
Any Mataji can read translation.
In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Bhagavad Gita 2.6.
Very amazing verse. Where Krishna says, whatever activity which you do, here there is there is no loss in this path. Whatever you do, you will carry forward in every lifetime. Okay, lifetime after lifetime, you will carry forward. That's the reason you are all assembled here. So many lifetimes you carried forward. That's the reason you sat here. I told you, no, we had met 10,000 people on Janmashtami day. Only 200 registered for Gita course. So first day I was sitting there, and towards the end here, maybe towards the end I have to sit there, door only and invite you. Okay. So with time, no, everyone will lose this one. But people who have the inclination, they will be attending here. So you all have the inclination. Okay, you are all very rare species. Please understand. Now, understanding this rare, you should continue. Okay, so simple, no, wonderful analogy. I can say most of you know the story. Just I would like to repeat. One king was very, very materialistic. He was not interested in any spiritual activity. Okay, so the one sage was there. He wanted to get into spiritual activities. So he went and told the king, "Oh king, I have bad news for you. You're going to die within a month." Like that he told. Then king got frightened. "Okay, I hope you die. What is that?" Like that. Then after one day, again the sage came. "I have good news for you. You're going to go to heaven. And another one more bad news. There are a lot of mosquitoes are there." Like that. He told. The next day he came. "Oh, there is no problem. There are mosquito nets are available. You don't worry." Like that he told. So you can be comfortably there in heaven. Again, next day he came. He told, "There is one problem in the mosquito net. The mosquito net has a big hole. Okay, the mosquitoes can enter." So then the king asked Sage, "What can I do?" Like that. "Don't worry. Thread is there in the heaven. You just have to carry the needle. Okay, carry the needle. Then you can tie and you can live happily there in heaven." Okay. Then king initially shook his head. "Okay, we can carry like that." Then he became astonished. "Oh, how can I really carry?" That's what I'm trying to tell. You cannot carry anything, get into spiritual activities now. Okay, so similar is the case with us. We cannot carry anything. Okay, yes. So now understanding this, that whatever spiritual activity we do, they carry forward every lifetime. Let us understand where we should invest our time. So I was telling, no, even if you become a PhD, in the next life you have to start with A for apple, B for ball only. If you say that I am a PhD last life, people will slap you nicely and start again only. Okay, you don't have any option also. Okay, even spiritual activity, the consistency is very important. If you lose the consistency, with the time it will become zero. For example, I learned my car driving something like in my initial days of after marriage. I learned. Then what happened? Initial 1 year, means 6 months. I like for 1 month only, sir, not even 6 months. 1 month I was out of town, so I couldn't drive my car. After 1 month, I came back. I really felt I lost everything. Okay, I have to learn again like that. Similarly, spiritual also. If you give a gap without this one, everything will start from scratch only. You yourself will feel. If you go to native for 1 week and if you come back, you yourself feel the change within you. That no, I'm not that same consciousness is there like that. Okay. So this consistency is very important. Every day it should be performed. Okay. So let's hear this short video. Most of you know this video, but to emphasize, I just put.
There's a well-known story about a university professor who wanted to make a point.
I'll just reduce the volume.
About how we make the most of our time. The professor stood before his class with some items in front of him. When the class began, without speaking, he picked up a large empty jar and proceeded to fill it with rocks about 2 inches in diameter. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was full. So the professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly and watched as the pebbles rolled into the open areas between the rocks. The professor then asked the students again if the jar was full. They chuckled and agreed that it was indeed full this time. The professor picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled the remaining open areas of the jar. "Now," said the professor, "I want you to recognize that this jar signifies your life. The rocks are the truly important things, such as family, health, and relationships. If all else was lost, and only the rocks remained, your life would still be meaningful. The pebbles are the other things that matter in your life, such as work or school. The sand signifies the remaining small stuff and material possessions. If you were to put sand into the jar first, there is no room for the rocks or the pebbles. The same can be applied to your lives. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are truly important. Pay attention to the things in life that are critical to your happiness and well-being. Take time to look after your health, play with your children, go for a run, write a letter. There's a way.
You're getting the point? If you prioritize, you'll be able to do it. If you don't prioritize and fill with the small sands as a full jar, you'll not have room for the big pebbles. Okay? So please prioritize your spiritual activities. Okay? Now, after understanding that, how important is our time, let us see how to effectively utilize our time. See, if you see any investment which we invest, time is also an investment. It should give a very good return. For example, I am investing in a company, it should give me good return. Like many people put it in for different funds, mutual funds and gold, shares, stocks, land, many ways. Why? Because people want a returns, good returns. Similarly, when we invest our time, we should have a good return. Okay. So very nice shloka. Kindly repeat after me. Brahmapur. Okay. Be louder. I feel everyone's energy is low. Tomorrow is New Year. We should be energetic. Okay. Brahmabhuta prasannatma.
Brahmabhuta Prasannatma.
Na sochati na kamshati.
Nasoti Nakamshati.
Samah sarveshu bhuteshu.
Samasarveshu Sudeshu.
Madbhaktim labate param.
Madhvakin Param.
So one who is transparently situated at once, the Supreme Brahman, becomes joyful, fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity. In that state, he attains the pure devotional service unto me. Okay. So here is the key for our time utilization. You see, na sochati, na kamshati. He never laments or desires to have anything. Okay. So why he never laments or never desires to have anything? Because he is not, he is always in present. Okay. Being in present is a very important sloga in conflict. If you are being in present, you will be 100% productive. But why the people are not in present? Because they are attached with the results. Because of that, they want to go to past or they want to go to future. So that's the reason that they don't people, these people never laments or nor desire to have something in the future. Okay. So the being in present is very important. That will happen only when we become transcendently situated. Okay. So the key is transcendently situated. How the transcendently situation comes? We become doing a mantra meditation every single day. Okay. With this, I'll give a conclusion. So we need to make time for spiritual practice. All other things fall in place. Okay. This I'm telling with full conviction what has happened in my life, all the volunteers' life. There are volunteers who had a very small kid. They asked me, Prabhuji, how can I chant 16 rounds every day? I have a small kid, how do I maintain them? How do I take care of them? Okay. So I told, okay, gradually you come. When you come, Lord will see your endeavor. Okay, when the Lord sees your endeavor, He will make sure that you get time. Okay. Oh, after taking the steps, they came back and told me, Prabhuji, whatever you said is correct. Now I am able to see, like, their kid was very hyperactive. Okay, hyperactive means you can't keep him anywhere. You have to be there with him always. Okay, so with time, the slowly is the time which is required for them has changed, and they are able to do much better, higher practice. So you never think I have to take care of the material things, then I will come to that. It will never happen. You take care of the spiritual things, they will be taken care. Material things will be taken care all automatically. Okay, that's a Lord's guarantee also. I can quote a shloka. It's there in the 9th chapter, 22nd shloka. That Yoga Kshema Mahamaya. I take care of the devotees' needs. Okay, so Lord personally takes care of the devotees' needs. Only thing what we need to do is we need to prioritize Him. That's all. Okay, so these are the some of the primary activities of the spiritual practices: chanting, reading the Bhagavad Gita, hearing from the devotees, attending this satsang. So kindly don't miss any one of them. Otherwise, we will become stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Okay. I have some announcements. Okay. I had one video for the. Why is this? Okay, this hidden. So why we need to read Sanskrit? We need to hear from this. Just a 3 minutes video.
Extraordinary memory power of the Sanskrit scholars. How can they
Sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
extraordinary memory power of the Sanskrit scholars? How can they memorize vast texts such as Vedas and Upanishads as they are and pass it on to the next generation? Now, latest researchers have unraveled this mystery and named the phenomenon as Sanskrit effect. Here's a Doordarshan News exclusive report on Sanskrit effect. Take a look.
Sanskrit, which literally means perfected or refined, is one of the oldest human languages. Sanskrit is also regarded the world over for its unique way of learning, in which large texts are memorized verbatim. The four Vedas, the Upanishads, all have been preserved through this technique. While world over civilizations built large libraries to store knowledge, in India, through the tradition of Sanskrit, all the knowledge was stored in the human brain and passed from one generation to another. Since ages, this has been a mystery to the world. Now, through modern scientific research, this mystery seems to be unraveled at last. A study on Sanskrit effect, which has been reported in the journal Scientific American, has claimed that memorizing Vedic mantras enhances the brain regions associated with cognitive functions such as memory. The term Sanskrit effect was coined by American neuroscientist and Sanskrit scholar James Hartzell. Hartzell studied Sanskrit at Harvard and Columbia universities and cognitive neuroscience at the University of Trento. He discovered that memorizing Vedic mantras increases the size of the brain regions associated with cognitive processes. Hartzell's report was tested when he and his colleagues from the University of Trento in Italy collaborated with Dr. Nandini Chatterjee Singh of the National Brain Research Center at Panathur in Haryana. This extensive research has established that through this unique memorizing technique used in traditional Sanskrit learning, brain's capacity significantly increases.
What we did was we compared.
All of you know why it is important. So kindly read the shlokas, even though it is in Sanskrit, please endeavor. And when you endeavor only, your kids will study. Otherwise, kids will say Tata. Bye." Okay. So this practice is very important. Okay. So with this, my session ends. So I would like to thank the donors. So we have Ramji Prabhuji and Archana Mataji for their son Vedant's birthday on tomorrow. Hari Bol. New Year, he has a birthday. And we have Siddhanath Prabhu for his mother's death anniversary. He sponsored Prashadam. So let's all thank them by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. So next session is about karma in depth. Whatever we saw in karma session is nothing. Okay. Tomorrow and the next session we will see how we are stuck in the cycle of the sinful activities like a drug addict or a alcohol addict, smoke addict. Everyone how they are stuck lifetime after lifetime they remain the alcohol addict, drug addict only. How they are stuck, how they can be pulled out. Okay, we're going to see. We also think that we don't belong to that category. You don't think we also belong to that category. We may not do that activities. We may be envious. We may be jealous. Many things are there. Many bad qualities are there with us. That's the reason we are in earth. If we all had a good quality, we were there in spiritual world. Okay, since we have bad qualities, that too in Kali Yuga. Okay, so we also have some bad qualities. Let us understand how these bad qualities are making us stuck in the cycle of again and again, how it can be pulled out. Okay, very important session because we don't know that we are stuck again. Many people endeavor nicely because they don't know why they are stuck in the cycle. They are not able to understand. So we will understand from the next session how we are pulled in this cycle, vicious cycle, and how we can get out. Okay, and very important, Yatra to Bangar Tirupati, just one day Yatra. So I don't have to explain. 300 people together in one place is an amazing experience. Please don't miss the yatras. As I was telling my Prabhuji, my mentor gave the last session. Similar 300 people are going to Mayapur also. Okay. For the qualification is 8 rounds you have to chant. If you're all any one of you chant 8 rounds, you let me know. I can recommend you only. Okay. But for no with no qualification, you can come for one day yatra. Okay. You can invite your apartment friends. You can invite your relatives, you can invite your friends, anyone can come for this yatra. They'll be nourished, they'll be relished. Please come for the yatra. Okay. Already one bus is full. Okay. We can't take more than 4 buses to 5 buses. Okay. So please book your seat as early as possible. Don't decide later. You decide now, book and do it. Okay. Yes. Next important announcement. Okay. So my mentor is starting a new series called Japa Session videos. Okay. Every day morning 4:30 a.m. that video should be published. You can watch. You need not have to watch at 4:30. You can watch it at comfortable time before your chanting. Okay. That makes your chanting very better, very quality. Okay. So one such example I can give you. Okay. Why we need to chant. Okay. So in America or even India also it is there, we do something called Nagar Sankirtan. Okay, so in the streets we go with the kattal and mridanga, we chant the holy name and then in a loudspeaker we chant. Okay, so why we do that? So all the people who cannot come to temple, all the people who cannot, this one similarly different plants, animals, everyone will get benefited by hearing the holy name. So that's why reason we do that this one. So there in America, one party was going like that. There was one drug dealer was there, so he was chased by cops. Okay, so he wanted to hide. So suddenly when he came, this party was going. Okay, so he entered inside the party. He also started to chant Hare Krishna, like that. He started chanting. Okay, the cops were searching for him and they couldn't find him. Okay, so what happens? The Sankirtan party, this is called Sankirtan party. They start from the temple, they go around and then come back to the temple again. Okay, so they enter the temple and these cops were waiting in the temple also. They couldn't trace him. Okay, then luckily he entered inside the temple. Okay, now this drug dealer had a dilemma. Now if I go out, the cops will catch me. So I feel it's better to stay safe here only. Let me stay here only. Okay, so let this no, I'll mingle with these people. Okay, so he started to stay there, and he went on to communicate the decision to the temple president. So he went and told that I want to stay with you people. I really like that. Then temple president was so happy. He called the main Sankirtan singer. Come. Because of your singing, a person has come and joined you today. How amazing, glorious singing you have, like that he told him. Okay. So then this person said, like, okay. Then he didn't know what is this come people do. Okay. Morning 3 o'clock, people bang this door. Okay. Get up now, you have to take bath. Okay. Yes, 4:30 you have to go for Mangala. Right? 3 o'clock, bang to the door, and then like no, they have to get up. And then there at that time, no, the ISKCON temples runs on short of funds. So no geyser. The cold weather, 3 o'clock, cold shower he has to take. Okay. Cold shower he has took it. And then like this shivering he came. And then 4:30, everyone started to sing the Samsara Dava, everyone started to dance. This person was not understanding, he also started to dance. Okay. Then 5:30 to 6:30, everyone started to put the so everyone started to put their fingers in the one bag and they are running and chanting, murmuring something. This person doesn't know what are they doing. So he also got a bag and he didn't put the beads. See, he put just his fingers and then he's also started to walk like that. Okay. So he really don't know what are they doing. Okay. Then no, he woke up at 3 o'clock. Okay. Okay. So woke up. Now he thought, okay, after this I will get food, I think. Like that he thought. Okay. It became 7:30. Now 7:30. Let's go for Bhagavatam class. Okay. So Bhagavatam class was running. After no Guru Puja will be running. Then after Guru Puja, then Bhagavatam class. It became 9:30. Arey, when will you give me food? Okay. Then 10 o'clock he got Prashadam. Okay, now 10 o'clock. Now I think I can sleep for some time like that. Immediately the temple president came. Since you are new, you should go and distribute books. He gave this much box of books in a bag. go out and distribute, okay, with the devotees. Then, Arey Baapre, I thought I will be very happy here. Then he went and then they did the book distribution. Night around 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, he came so tired, he don't have time to think, he slept. Immediately next day morning, 3 o'clock, bang, bang, bang. Wake up and this was going on for 6 months. Okay. This person doesn't know how to chant. He just put his fingers inside and doesn't chant. Okay. So sometimes later only he got to know. How after 6 months he understood maybe it's time for me to tell that no, I don't, I'm a drug dealer and things like that. So he went and told the temple president, oh, this one, Prabhuji, I no, I'm not the person whom do you think you are. Means I'm not the person whom you think. I'm a different person. Then temple president, amazing explanation. You are not the body, you are spirit soul. No. You got me wrong. I am a drug dealer. So I escaped from the cops and things like that, he told. Then, but I want to surrender to Krishna. That's the reason I am here. Please help me. I want to improve myself like that. Okay, then temple person, before surrendering to Krishna, he first surrendered to police. Then if they released him this one. So he went and surrendered to the cops. Then they took him to the court. Okay. Then the judge heard, where were you in the 6 months? Then he told, I stayed in the ISKCON temple. Then judge asked, what are the activities you do? So he explained, 3 o'clock we wake up, we do the cold shower. Then 3:30 to 4:30 to 5:30 we dance. Then 5:30 to 7:30 we walk. 7:30 again we sit for a Guru Puja and then class and then go for book distribution. Blah 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 blah. Explain. Okay. After hearing all those things, the judge pronounced the sentence. Now you are free. You can go out. The cop said, "Arey, we found so much stuff and we got him here. You are releasing him. Whatever the punishment he is supposed to get in jail, he already got." Let him listen. Then after that he joined. Okay. Now he is a very senior devotee. Maybe I don't know whether he is initiating Guru or not. Such a transformation. Drug dealer initiating Guru. Now he told in an interview, what changed my life? Okay. So first thing he told is the chanting. The chanting of Hare Krishna. With the time I picked up with the devotees, I could chant. The purity of the association. Outside if I go, everyone is exploiting me. How I can be exploited with money. You go to any shop, they like try to see how I can make more out of you. Right? Any place, everywhere exploitation is there. But when I live with the devotees, they are selfless, completely selfless. They just interested in my welfare. That transformed me like anything. So far I was interested in my own self, but seeing the volunteers or the devotees, the selfless attitude, my heart transformed. Along with the chanting, I could transform myself. Because of that, now I am a changed person. See, these drug dealers, no, they'll be very ruthless. You can't imagine their, what is that? There will be small amount of mercy also. They'll be very ruthless. Okay. So recently, in one case, I heard like, no, just because of this, one person shot other person. So that's how then ruthless they'll be. So this is the transformation he received. Okay. So this all happened with a simple drug dealer who don't know who is Krishna, who don't know who is Prabhupada, who don't know what is chanting. Okay. Now can you imagine what benefit we'll get? Yes. And the association which we get, a selfless association, is very rare. Okay. So please don't misuse this opportunity and progress in your life. Okay. So this is this one. Like that, one important, the angas are the important primary aspects of chanting. My mentor is going to release the videos. It will be published in the groups. Kindly watch them before chanting so that your chanting becomes more effective. Okay. And today is auspicious disappearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Does anybody know who is he? Guru Maharaj of Prabhupada. Okay. So we don't say birthday and death day for all the senior acharyas. We say appearance day and disappearance day. We take a birth like a normal being. They don't take birth like us. They choose when to appear. They choose when to disappear. Okay. So that's why we say appearance day and disappearance day. Okay. So the glories of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if you want to tell, I need 1 hour. I'll tell 5 minutes clips. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next session I will add. Okay. I want to add one more thing I forgot today. Okay. No problem. So his father name is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Okay. So he prayed to Lord Jagannath every day. that I want a great son who can propagate this movement, this chanting of the holy name, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement everywhere throughout the India. Please give me a son. Like that he prayed. Okay. Then with that praise mood, he begot this son. Now he don't know whether that this person is the same person what he prayed for. Okay. So at the time they were in Jagannath Puri. Okay. So in Jagannath Puri, he was just newborn. This Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is newborn, and they were staying. So Jagannath Puri, Jagannath Rath Yatra comes. Okay. So when the Rath Yatra comes, when Lord wanted to stop, it can be never moved. Okay. However you push, we put the 100 horsepower, 200 horsepower, you cannot move the cart. Okay. If Lord wishes, then only it will move. So when it was in the Rath Yatra, when it came just next to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's house, the cart stopped. 1 week cart did not move. Okay. Every day they try and they stop. They don't know when to move. Okay. They stop. Since the cart is just next to their house, the seventh day, the mother of now the Saraswati Thakur took the Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in her lap and went to Lord Jagannath for the blessings. Immediately one garland fell from the Jagannath and fell on the boys, means Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, oh, he's the same person, literally understood. After this blessing, car started to move. Okay, that's how it is. So he is a benediction, ray of benediction of Vishnu to spread the Hare Krishna or the chanting or the Krishna consciousness movement throughout the India. So he established 64 matas throughout the India. Okay. Now Prabhupada used to always say, now many people glorify Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you went and established so many temples in all over the world. You are greatest personality like that. Then Prabhupada said, no, I am not the greatest personality. My Guru Maharaj is the greatest personality. During my Guru Maharaj time, there is no planes. If planes would have been there, my Guru Maharaj would have established 100, more than 200 temples all over the world. Because planes were not there, my Guru Maharaj could not expand. Because I am having planes, that's the reason I could do this much. I tried to start to preach in India. Nobody took it. When Prabhupada was there in India, he started a ISKCON movement in India only first. Okay, and it got collapsed within 2 years. Okay, that's how it is. But look at, no, he was telling with a humility, he was telling, look at my Guru Maharaj. Even India, I failed. People know who is Krishna, who is what is chanting. There I failed. But look at my Guru Maharaj. 64 matas he established. That's the power of my Guru Maharaj, like that he's doing. And whatever I established today is my mercy of my Guru Maharaj. That's how powerful Acharya it is. So today, one activity we'll do towards the end of this one. After our chanting, there are some pranam mantras for the Acharya, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We will chant 3 times. After chanting 3 times, carry 2 flowers. 1 flowers to Krishna, 1 flowers to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You have to offer. So his photo will be next to Prabhupada. Okay, I'll be showing in the photo. It is there. This is his photo. It will be there in the next to Prabhupada. Okay, offer 1 flower to him. Okay, pay obeisance to him. Okay, so since I cannot display the mantras in the slide during the Arati time, so we will recite after chanting. Then after Arati, carry 2 flowers, 1 flower to Saraswati Thakur, 1 flower to Krishna. Clear? Okay. Any questions?
My question is like, why God or Krishna wants us to praise Him? I mean, when I'm saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, we are praising. But why I need to praise? Why He will be happy if I'm praising Him? He should be happy if I'm loving Him. Loving should be there. Praising is not needed. Like, I should not praise my parents. I should love my parents. And I should not praise every day I go and praise. I can touch their feet, take their blessings, and they can bless me. I will not go to my parents every day and say, you are great, you have done so much to me, you are so great to me. That is how I grown up with you. that is not I do. So same principle should be applicable to God as well, to Krishna as well, right? I should love rather than praise.
Yeah, I got your question. So this praising, that's okay. I'll put it in a softer way. Okay, so yes, there is in this ritual session which I planned for today. I thought of covering that. It will be covered in that. Anyhow, we will get it in the coming sessions. So when you love someone, okay, you love someone. Like for example, you love your small kid. All of you have newborn babies, right? Okay, you have newborn baby, and he is crying for food. Okay, will you go and say, "Beta, I love you so much." He is crying in the middle of the night. He wants a food. Beta, I love you so much. He cries again. Beta, I love you so much. What will you do? We have to feed him. So your love has to manifest in the form of action. Okay. So what are the ways we can manifest our love in the form of action? One way is the praising. The praising, where the difference comes, that why should I praise him is a question of, I can say, mild envious, not envious, I can say, like is he really want? Is he really want is your question. Okay. So the answer to that question is Lord doesn't want our price. He don't want at all. Okay. He is looking for opportunities so that we can go back to him. Okay. We are all lost children of Krishna. Like no, we lost in the exhibition. How no, Sachin Tendulkar and his son was there in exhibition. We left the hand, means we left the hand of the father, and we are struggling in this exhibition, in this material world. Now Krishna is looking ways to get me back. So you just approach me. Okay. So in this approach, there are many things are there. So there are 9 devotional aspects are there. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Sparanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Atma Nivedanam, Sakyam. So there are 9 different ways there. Pricing is one such way. That is called the Vandanam or Archanam, we say. Just one aspect. There are 9 different ways are there. Okay. So Krishna loves us to get us back there. So these are the approved procedures which he has given. Now we can question why only this like that. Okay. Now if we see our acharyas, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Prabhupada, they are all studied every scripture and everything, then they gave these procedures. Okay. We cannot comprehend their purity. So one such example is Shankaracharya. When he was walking with his disciple, he drank a hot molten iron. Okay, we cannot comprehend. Okay, so amount of purity they had is this one. One acharya called Kulashekar Alvar. Okay, he did a small offense. Small offense. So he saw the punishment. The punishment is he has to lie down in a hot cotton. So not cotton. What is that? Copper bed for 1 week together. Okay, he lied there for 1 week and nothing happened to him. We cannot repeat. So amount of purity they have is immense. Look at Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Lord himself stopped when Prabhupada was telling in one of the lecture to his disciples. Okay, so Krishna told him personally to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you go and write the books and come back. Prabhupada told, no, this is a filthy place, I can never go. Like that he told. Then Krishna requested, you just go and write the books, I will take care of the rest of the things. Because of the Krishna's request, Prabhupada has appeared. So those personalities have listed certain procedures and certain things. With that, we have to follow. That would be great. Rather than questioning, oh, whether they are right and things like that, that shows that we are smarter than them, we are greater than them, and things like that. So rather, if we follow the instructions, it will be great helpful ones. And that is just pricing is just one aspect of this one. Okay. And there are different ways to love. So that is this one. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not pricing. Hare Krishna Mahamantra meaning is please engage me in your service. That is the meaning. And why we should be engaged in the service. If you like, you all like finger. I mean, we have body, we have finger, right? Now something like you want to eat. Okay. Can mouth eat automatically? We need the fingers help. So every part and parcel of the body is supposed to serve the food. Correct? Similarly, we are part and parcel of Krishna. So the part and parcel is supposed to serve this one. For example, one day there was a strike between the every parts of the body. The hand, legs, and everything, they went on strike. This mouth is doing nothing. We are only doing working. We are only walking. Everything. This mouth is doing nothing. Let's all go on strike. Okay. So everyone went on strike. Within one day, everyone felt no energy in their body. Okay, they understood that then I need to feed the stomach. Then only I'll get the energy. Similarly, when we serve Krishna, we will get satisfied and nourished. So that's our constitutional push. Okay, that's the reason our acharyas have given this. Hope it answers your question too. Yes, any other?
So I have one question with the units of time that we discussed.
Yes.
So there were four yugas which were keep on rotating. Like you have one Mahayuga and there are 71 Mahayugas which constitute one Mahabharata.
Yes.
So does that mean that Ramayana is going to happen in each one of these, and Ramayana happened more than once, and Mahabharata happened more than once? So that's one possibility. The other, if you look at the scientific side of things, you have the age of Earth, which is 4.5 billion years, which is based on carbon dating or whatever they have done, right? And we also saw that there was a period of Earth where the creation only had, giants, like, you have fossils and everything which come out with dinosaurs and whatever was there before this. So this one Mahayuga is only 4.3 million years, which is 1,000 times this. So does this mean that, there was a time in the creation where there were no human beings and there were just
Nice.
animals?
Good question. So I forgot to cover this point in the slide. Thanks for asking this nice question. So first of all, let me clarify the no big fossils of dinosaur and things like that. Okay, they find a huge bone, but scientists know when they will evolve. With time only they will evolve. Right now their conclusion is a dinosaur, but it need not be dinosaur also. For example, atom theory, they evolved. Initially 1500, no, everyone thought Earth is a flat surface. After 10 kilometers of sea, you don't go, you'll fall down, like that they told. Then when the Macmillan went around the Earth, then he told that Earth is a sphere. So like that, scientist theory will evolve. We will not take their numbers or this one as absolute. They are evolving. Right now, they are telling this. See, for a simple example, Pluto initially they decided as a planet. Now Pluto is removed. If I studied in my ninth standard, 9 planets, Pluto was there. Now in this school subject, only 8 planets are there. Okay, with time the science will contradict and evolve. So let us don't take the scientific. When it comes to your question, this cycle, there is something called Pralaya and Mahapralaya. Okay, so every day of Brahma, okay, there are 14 planetary systems in the sphere, right? That circle I saw, no? Every bubble, 14 planetary systems are there. Except top 3, rest of the 10, 13, 11 planets, they'll be submerged in water and they'll be annihilated. It is called partial annihilation, pralaya. Okay, and towards the end of the life of Brahma, entire creation of this entire sphere will be annihilated. Then they'll get entered in the Mahavishnu. Again, new universe will come out. That's how it is. A cycle works. So when that happens, it is a restart. Until that time, there won't be any destruction or annihilation. When it comes to your question of the Ramayana or Dwapara Yuga, whatever the appearance, this one, so they appear in one day of Brahma. Okay, in one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 yugas. In one of such 1,000 yugas, Ramavatar will happen. In one of such 1,000 yuga cycle, only once Krishna appears. How fortunate we are, in the same 1,000 yuga cycle, in our yuga only, in our present day only, Krishna appeared. Suppose another next cycle of Divya Yuga, people have to refer to previous Yuga, Krishna appeared like that. Okay. For our fortunate is this Yuga, this time only Krishna appeared, and all the past time places are there. Like that. Okay. Clear? Any other question?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Just needed some help to get the details of Guru because I was just checking in Google. It's mentioned Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was also known as Srila Prabhupada.
Okay.
So has he taken name of his Guru or was he the only student?
Nice question. So Srila Prabhupada is a title. Okay, it's not the name. So Prabhupada means Prabhu and Pad. Prabhu is Lord Krishna. Pad means who is always serving the feet of the Lord Krishna. That is the meaning of Prabhupada. Srila is the like Sri we say, like that Srila Prabhupada. Okay. So even the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was given as Srila Prabhupada only. And when Prabhupada was there in western areas, so people used to address him as Swamiji. Okay. Srila Prabhupada was not given at that time. So then Prabhupada said, Swamiji is the third class addressing of a sannyasi, you get some other this one. So he suggested three names, Vishnu Pad, and then Acharya Pad, and then I don't know, I don't remember, and Prabhupada. Three options you give. If suppose you choose any one of them and you call him. So they decided to call him again Srila Prabhupada. And when Srila Prabhupada, means Abhay Channaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami, when he wanted to address a letter to some of the disciples and of his Guru Maharaj, he used to address his Guru Maharaj as Srila Prabhupada. That's how it is. So Srila Prabhupada is a title, and he was not the only disciple. There are many disciples. There are 64 Gaudiya monks in the entire India. So there are many disciples.
So this name is given to others as well.
Yes. Usually in our parampara, both of them are called Srila Prabhupada only. Bhaktivedanta Swami as well as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. But we, as ISKCON devotees, we lovingly order Srila Prabhupada. We say is Guru of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. We call it the name. But the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati directly address him as Prabhupada. Like, any other question? Okay. Okay, last question, then we'll go for chanting.
Just another question, like on different lines. So I think you said you have different universes, and Vishnu appears in each one of these universes. So in Puranas and everything, we often refer it as Bhuloka, which is the earth. And is there a Bhuloka in each one of these universes?
Yeah, obviously.
And does that mean that like we have different universes going on parallelly?
Yes.
And then we have different Vedic scriptures in all of them, or is it just a single source of truth which happens everywhere?
So inside that there is a Brahma there. So Lord empowers the Brahma to create Vedic scriptures. Like that it comes. From knowledge comes from Krishna to Brahma, then Brahma writes and like it passes as a Shabda Rupa. Like that it forms. Yes, so it is mentioned that when we celebrate Janmashtami, people say, Acharyas say that some other universe, some other place Krishna appeared today. Okay, when we celebrate Janmashtami, Krishna appeared 5,000 years back in this world, but some other universe, some other place, Krishna will be appearing today. Let's celebrate with the same grandeur that they recommend. Okay, so different universe activities goes on parallelly, and different day of Brahma of that universe, Krishna appears. That's how it is. Very complicated. Okay. Okay, let's all get ready for the important activity. So, all of you should have your personal beads. Please purchase. Kindly repeat after me. Kritayadhyaya to Vishnu. Louder. Kritayadhyaya to Vishnu. Tretayam yajato makai. Vapare paricharyayam. Kalo tat hari kirtana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti shodashakam namnam. Kali kalmashanashanam. Nata paratavapayah. Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So please sit in attentive position, erected position. Please close your eyes. Don't bother about whatever happening in the surrounding. Next 10 minutes, my only activity is to focus exclusive appointment with Krishna. Just his holy name, I just have to hear attentively. Even if you hear one holy name is a great success for today. We will not get this opportunity to chant with hundreds of people again for a week. So let us utilize this time to focus attentively. Okay? Together in one voice with an attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,